What's up? What's up? What's up? Hello. Hello. It is very hot. Hello. 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 Hey, King Ty. How you doing, baby? Hey, KPR. How you doing? It is. We are having a heat. We are in a heat wave month, and one of these days, I'm probably gonna pass out from it. Waiting till 11 o'clock to walk. One of these days. Hmm. But I guess that's why we have a fire department police station right here. Hmm. Maybe. Don't know. But I am done with my walk. Maybe I may walk some more. But what I want to talk about, this music is so jamming, but I guess I need to take it out my ear. But, and Monica was so jamming. And she is really jamming. But what I want to talk about is, let me go ahead and read this copyright disclaimer, section 107 of the Copyright Act 1979. Copyright disclaimer: under section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for the fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, copyright, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a true permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing non-profit educational or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. So what we're going to talk about is this man who, after a whole decade, has been captured and charged with statutory rape and civil liberties on a 13-year-old. And his bond was set at $250,000. Hmm. Really? You mean to tell me that's all he got? But then I got a problem with this, right? Because it took a whole decade to capture and charge him on a rape case that happened a whole decade. Couldn't be my child. That's all I can say. It couldn't be my child. Yeah, Mark Spaggins was charged. He was arrested in the connection of a rape case that occurred more than a decade ago. And they set his bond at $250,000. No. Because first and foremost, What took so long? What took so long for them to charge or even capture this guy? Because if we say that this child was taken to the hospital and the rape kit was performed on this child and it showed that this child was actually raped, at what point in time did they not arrest this guy? Because I'm quite sure, was she 13 then, or was she 3? Hmm. Wow, that's crazy. People do any and everything they possibly can to avoid. That's what I'm talking about. Why did it take so long? But people do any and everything they possibly can to avoid whatever it takes to be charged with the crime that they was already committed doing. Why did it even take so long to do that? Why? Really? Because I blame the system for allowing him to fall through those cracks. I really do. I blame the system for that. Or was the family, and I'm not gonna fault the family, because after all, you never really truly know exactly what actually happened. You really don't know what truly happened, because it could be he was probably on the run, don't know, or the family might have was covering for him, or what. But I still blame the justice system, because if it was possible that they knew or speculated or even had DNA evidence, it shouldn't have took a whole decade for them to charge him with that, not with no minor. And then you charge him with statutory rape and civil liberties on a child. No, that's the wrong answer. Because mine's, I'm sorry, where I'm from, you get used to Belglade real quick. And Belglade has alligators. And going in Belglade with an alligator, you won't be found. For real. You do some mess like that on my children, I'm sorry. Well, my children are grown. But had that happened earlier, no. No, I'm sorry. But no. Sorry. Mm-mm. No. I'm sorry. Because you will get introduced to Belglade real quick. Hey, Michi, how you doing? I'm sorry, but you'd have got used to Belglade real quick, and there are alligators out there. You would have touched, looked at, even breathed hard on one of my kids if they was minors. Wouldn't have happened. No, no, that would not have happened. And it wouldn't have took no whole decade for them to find you, because you'd have been found already. You would have been found already. I was supposed to did my walk early. My husband sat there and had woke me up like 5 o'clock this morning. He said, "Babe, it's time to get up." And I sat down and looked at him. I said, 5 more minutes. And normally my 5 more minutes mean about 2 more hours. But I had to get up like an hour later and start getting ready, because I had to get the hey Flawed, how you doing? I had to get the get the stuff and the paperwork out, because I knew the employees was coming. So when I had got up, I said, well, let me go back here to the back office. And then I sat there and then I started logging in and I said, well, let me go check some classwork. Hey, Cynthia, baby. Hey, hey, love. Good love and that. Let me be your rocking chair to the rock. You're right, Cynthia. How many more others have he done that to? And that's the question. That is the question. How many others have he done that to during that decade? And he was roaming the streets. Oh, you heard that ringtone? Oh, snap. What you know about her? Beachy, what you know about her, baby? What you know about her? You know I'm a blues person. Hey, what you know about her? I be cruising with my blues on my cruiser. What you know about her? That's old school right there. Hey, Tony, little brother. Yes, that is old. That's a who. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. Who I am all Demetri, I am all over the board. But you absolutely right, Cynthia. That she is that guy right there. Rocking chair. Yes, 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 yes. You know what? Y'all throwing me off subject right now. Y'all really throwing me off. Y'all throwing me off subject. Y'all throwing me off subject. I sure be jamming her in the house, sitting there walking around doing me some two-step for real. But he ain't no telling how many other kids that he have done that to over these past decades. And really, to tell you the truth, if it does come out that he have done that to some more kids over the decade, I blame the system for that. I really do, because it should not have taken a decade to arrest him and then sit there and charge him with statutory rape. And it's the same thing when we sit here and we talk about this baby Shania Davis, and the fact that that this guy who sat there, and I'm talking about Mark Spaggins, who was arrested here in North Carolina just recently, um, and charged with statutory rape. He was charged with statutory rape and civil liberties on a child. And hey, Brooklyn sister, how you doing? And this happened over a decade ago, but they just arrested him and charged him, and they set his bond at $250,000. To me, $250,000 is not. Hey, Lady Libra, how you doing? $250,000 is not. There's not a bond high enough that you can even set on a minor. Why you even set a bond at all on a minor? Why? Why was a bond even set? I don't understand. Why was a bond even set, period? And then he was roaming for a whole decade. Really? I mean, a whole freaking decade. No. So I agree. How many other kids did he do this to? How many other kids fell victim to this man? So, and it bothers me because you have children that actually fall victim to a lot of things, and the justice system does not react to it in a timely manner, and their accusers walk around for years and years and years, and there's other victims being victimized to it before justice is even served. So, and I just so happen to be looking at the paper, which I rarely even look at. I mean, I hardly ever look at, but I just so happen to be looking at it because my neighbor decided to do the neighborly thing and bring me the newspaper. Oh, your newspaper is in the driveway. Yeah, it's in the driveway with like all the other 14 newspapers that been there. And so I guess he was trying to tell me that the newspaper was there, and normally my husband would come and take the newspaper and put the newspaper in the trash bin where it normally go at. But um I happened to open up the newspaper and I'm looking at it. I'm like, really? So I happened to read it, and wow. And you're right, Cynthia. If he did it to Wayne, he did it to others. And I believe he did do it to others. I really do. To me, oh, yes. Castration at its best. Really. As a matter of fact, it wouldn't even been castration. I'd have took his butt over here to Belglade and drop his butt off out there and let them alligators have fun with him. For real. Don't worry about it. Justice been served. All day, every day. But it is what it is. All day. Yes, pound snapple facts. Yes, snap. Snap. For real, snap. Yes. Yes, sure did. And I don't understand it. I really don't. I don't understand it. These children are not made for your satisfaction. These kids are not for your gratitude. They're not for your satisfaction. You know, so why are you using them for your satisfaction? Why are you touching them? Why are you looking at them in that manner? Who does that? I mean, are is it something that's in you that you grew up with, that you were born with, that you had to look at a child in that manner? I mean, come on, really? No, I'm sorry, but we don't do things like that. And you're right, mental health is real. And then we sit here and we talk about mental health. We speak of mental health about the darn doctor down here beating her patients. Who does that? Who does that? I mean, she literally beating her, and that's the problem. And we sit and we talk about mental health, but then you got the people that have mental health, but then the ones that go seek treatment for mental health, you got those doctors who actually, you got some of them doctors who actually abusing the patients who's seeking help for mental health. Now tell me where we do that at. You whipping your patients. And you're right. But unfortunately, that's been going on for many, many decades of hiding the dirty little secrets and stuff and everything. And it start way back. It starts so many decades back to when the parents was back in slavery and stuff, or hiding dirty little secrets and stuff and everything. And those secrets have a tendency to travel on, and those uh, tendencies have a tendency to travel on. And that's where the family incest and the It was okay to sleep with the brothers and sisters and the daughters and the sons and all that stuff. Those travel on throughout families, and it just kept going on, and they didn't realize it. And yes, you're right, we able to break the cycle. You're right, we able to break the cycle. And unfortunately, some families that did break the cycle, many love, okay, Cynthia, love you too. And many people that did break the cycle within their families, some of those that was traumatized by it actually really didn't break the cycle. They just probably took the cycle and started doing it elsewhere with other people's families, unfortunately. And it's sad. And you're right. You got some who break it and you got some who don't. Really. And it really sad. It really is. It really is. And I was just sitting there and I was reading it. And normally I read the time because I get my criminal justice time and my law book time. And I read a lot of that. And I just so happen to read the newspaper. And I just can't get down with reading the newspaper because it's too much reprint and recorrection. I say kill all the rapists. Tony. But you know what, Tony? You have to be careful with that because some have been falsely accused of rapists, of raping, and and I say that literally. Some have been falsely accused. Hey, Crescent, how you doing, love? Some have been falsely accused of raping, and that is not okay. And you have people who have spent many years, many decades, and over their whole life in prison for a crime they didn't commit. And they they can't even get due justice for it. And some do need institutionalized. That sounds like a tone to me. But some do. Some really do. Hey, Felicia, how you doing, love? And some actually do need institutionalized. And again, why are we institutionalizing them, to rehabilitate them or to just keep them medicated? And that is the question. That is the question. Brooklyn Crescent is a male. Okay, Felicia. I mean, that's the question. Yeah, are we some people just put them in there just to throw them in there just to keep them medicated, really, and and it's sad. You know, with actuality, we need to we, when we really need to rehabilitate them. You doing your 1 million steps delivering the mail. Drink water, Crescent, drink water. But you know, at the end of the day, mm, I don't know. No, so if that's the system way of doing things, just throwing them behind bars and throwing them in in mental institution mental institution just to throw them there, and we're not really successfully rehabilitating them. We're not successfully giving them the type of treatment that they need. Then we're just really wasting taxpayer dollars. Seriously, we really are. And then you got the private institutions, which, by the way, is a very good investment. But to who? You got to ask yourself that. To who? To who? I do a lot of reading. And that's something my husband sat there. He told me, he said, babe, you do a lot of reading. I wish I could actually get into that reading that you do. And I do a lot of reading. And I sit and I see the hidden things that they try to hide, that a lot of people don't really pay attention to. And I actually paid attention to, they really don't care about the overcrowdedness. Oh, you getting your hair braided? Hey, Cherokee love, how you doing? They really don't care about the overcrowdedness of the prison systems. They don't. They don't care about the injustice that's going on. They don't. They don't even care about the poverty system that's going on. Because at the end of the day, it's not even hurting their pockets. The rich is getting richer and the poor is getting poorer, and there's no more middle class. You're either rich or you're poor. And they did away with the middle class. And nobody even paid attention to it. And they was so slick with a lot of things that they was doing. The Colin Kaepernick. Why so much focus and emphasis on him? Why so much focus? And I know I don't went from one thing to another, but why so much focus on all these unnecessary things? Because they were too busy sliding so many bills through. How many of y'all got kids that just enlisted in the military? Did y'all know that there's no more retirement for them? Your recruiter they talked a good game to you. They slid that one about a couple years ago. Tell me what was going on a couple years ago. Colin Kaepernick, all that other stuff that was going on. Yeah. Yeah. The passing of um the passing of the same-sex marriages, the changing of the health insurance, all that good stuff. Yes. It came official about a year ago, year and a half. There's no more retirement in the military. It's called a 401k. Whatever you put into it is what you're going to get when you retire. See, unfortunately, somebody like us, we clause in for hours. We clause in, so we got hours for the rest of our life. But them newbies that came in last year, year and a half, especially last year, they ain't got it. They got a 401k. So whatever they put in is what they're gonna get out for retirement. Mm-hmm. And them recruiters talk so good. Mm. They got the best swag when it come to they talking. Mm. See, that's why I couldn't become a recruiter. You got to throw that little professional lie up in there. Me, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm gonna tell you just like it is. And these days, unless you have taught your child, these gnats is killing me. Unless you have taught your child how to really budget, unless you was one of those parents, if you didn't earn it, you don't get it. You got out there, you got a job, you work hard for it. You taught them how to set up a budget, how to save, how to put. If you made $100 on your paycheck, and you take out of your $100, you take $25 and you put in your savings account, and you take $25 and you put into an IRA and the rest is yours to spend, then you did good. Because then you showed them how to set up and do for a IRA or a retirement. If you was one of those parents, 9 times out of 10, a lot of them didn't teach their kids that. Not our kind anyway. And that's what the 401 is all about. It's just IRA, retirement fund. That's all it is. Whatever you put in it is what you're going to get out as a retirement. Whereas if you did 10 years and out of them 10 years you only put $1,500 in your on your 401, that's all you got for a retirement is $1,500. That's it. That's all. That is it. That's all. If you did 20 years and all you put in your 401k over those 20 years was 10,000, that's it. That's all. That's your retirement, 10,000. That's it. That's all. Yeah, that TSP. Y'all have a TSP too? Yeah, they do that only if they get deployed. And some federal jobs do it on the TSP and stuff. The government federal jobs do it. I know we converted ours over to our federal jobs and stuff for our TSP. Yeah, that match paycheck for paycheck on the TSP on your retirement. And that is actually absolutely great because it's better than some of the IRA funds out there, Crescent. And I love that because you actually almost double or quite triple what you have in the actual IRAs that my IRAs is through USAA and First Command, and we doubled what we did through what we have with them, and that is like, wow, really. hmm But we did our TSP when we was in the military, and you know that doubled too, and stuff and everything. So when we did the federal with my yeah, so those TSPs is really great. Those different G funds and stuff. Yeah, that was really great. Depending on the moderate and the risky ones that you take. And you're right, Cherokee. It is a shame. It really is. It's a shame. But you have to know, and that's why it's very important. I tell a lot of people, it's very important. Please tell me I did not lose my thing, and I probably did. I'm always losing it. No, I didn't. um, it's important that you always sit down and you talk with your financial advisor and stuff and everything. And especially these kids that's going in the military. Talk to them, your child, talk to them. Let them know, hey, hey, kids, they want, the first thing they do is they see that big old paycheck. The first thing they want to do, they at the mall. They getting, yeah, they match up to 5%. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because my husband only have to do 10 years at his in order to retire again for the second time. And then they converted his military time over. So I think he only had to do 7 to retire again. So because they converted his time over. So he don't, so yeah. But it's just like when they first get their paycheck, I'm glad you do, Cherokee, because when they get their first paycheck, the first thing they want to do is run to the mall. Oh, let me get these Jordans. Let me get this outfit. Let me get this. Then they want to go over here to the PX. Then they want to get the latest games. They want to get the big screen TV to go on the wall in the barracks. Then they want to sit here and get the whole entertainment system. And then on top of it, this would get me. The people already know the new recruits is coming in. At first thing they want to sit there and do is hit them with DPP and stuff. At I'm sorry, the Star Card. It changed from DPP. Yeah, get that second retirement, that 10-year second retirement. That 10-year second retirement, and I'm glad he really understands the value of a dollar. Yeah, get that second retirement. And I really thought to get the second retirement that you really had to do a whole nother 20 years, but actually um they actually convert our time, and they let us know how many years we have to do in order to get the second retirement. So if to get, you could actually go up to, or you could do the time that they say, which is 10 years, but they convert our time and it's not really the full 10 years that you have to do to get the second retirement. And you have a lot of kids who actually sit there and who have a tendency to spend. And they go into this, oh, well, you get this and you get this card and you can spend and you get up to $8,000 on this card, and you don't have to make a payment, and your payment is only $25 a month, and this, that, and the other, and yada, yada, yada. And you don't realize how many of my soldiers I had fall victim to that. And I'm like, really? Really? Sorry, I didn't know. Okay. So did you not think about this when you was out there getting that money? Well, I didn't know they was gonna hit me with a 31% interest rate. Really? Okay, so you went and spent the whole 8,000. Well, they had shoes, and I had to get the clothes, and I had to get the perfume, and I had to get this, and I had to get that. So you spent the whole 8,000. Seriously? Then bring your soldier in my office. Really? Hey, come on, we gotta go see the man. Oh, but I ain't got no money. And then on top of it, Willie Lump Lump and Willie Foo Foo decided to go down here around the corner to get a car, cause the man seen him coming. All I need is your LES and your military ID. Yeah, you did. All I need is your military ID and your LES, and I'm gonna put you in this bad What is the car that everybody like to ride in? The 500, the 200, whatever, the 200 something car. Like I know cars. The 200 something series car, the Chrysler 200. I guess that's the end thing now. But my payments is only 240. Really? Car got over 100,000 miles for 240, and he don't charge you $22,000 for this car at an interest rate of 23%. Really? Willy Foo Foo and Willy Lump Lump. Seriously? Hmm. Okay. But it was no money down. I'm sure it wasn't. But you done drove this car for a whole week, and guess what? It's sitting over in the Barris parking lot next week because it's broke down. And now you can't even take it back. Yeah. But you ain't got no money to put in your 401k now. And that's why I say it's very imperative to educate these young kids going in the military of the ins and outs. Because if you don't give them the real hardcore true story, nobody not. It look like it's gonna rain, y'all, but it's not gonna do it till late tonight. Trust me. The sky is prepping for later on tonight. This just facade. And you're right. You got to be 10 steps ahead. You really do. You got to be 10 steps ahead. You really do. Because they know a lot of soldiers come in, and the first thing they want to sit there and do, and they know they probably won't have no money on them, especially those that, come in for whatever reason. And the first thing they say is, hey, we'll give you a cash advance. Or, hey, we'll give you your first paycheck. Not knowing that they're going to have to pay that first paycheck back. And soon as they come down to me, when I finally get them, then it's always, I didn't know I had to pay that money back. I'm so in debt. I got my family, and a lot of them don't get brief off of that. And I'm sitting there and I'm like telling myself like, okay, so that's the first thing. Hey, Black Snowflake, how you doing, love? And the first thing I have to sit there and I have to tell them is, okay, let me take you over here to a financial class. And I have to give them a financial class. And that was one of the main things that we had talked about, for years and years and years, that these soldiers have to get a financial class because they're being hoodwinked and they're being conned on a lot of things. They were being hoodwinked and conned on a lot of things. And I know when during my time, that's why I used to always be check cashing places on every corner. If you had a block, you could guarantee that on this block was a check cashing place, that block was a check cashing place, that block was a check cashing place, and that block was a check cashing place. So every block had a check cashing place. And you could go cash that check on the first. On the first, you could go write a check, and they will not deposit that check in your bank account until the 15th. And that's how many of them soldiers used to get caught up. And then the overdraft used to get the soldiers all the time. The overdraft used to get them because the overdraft used to be $600. So at $600, you ain't have to have no money in your account. You pull out all $600 at one time and just get charged 25 or 35 or 40, 50 or whatever the price was they used to charge. And I'm sitting there like, wow, really? Who does that? So if you don't have the money in your account, don't pull it. So when they got paid again, if they check was $600, The bank was taking all 600 to cover that overdraft. And this is the stupidity stuff the soldiers used to do. This the stupid stuff. Really. And you would sit there and give them the classes on this stuff. And they go right out and do the same thing. And then they sit in there in the chair with the big old huge tears crying. And I'm sitting there looking at them like, didn't you just sign this initial counseling? That you had got this briefing on this? But the only thing you could do was just take them and try to get them some help. That's all you can do. That's it. That's all you really can do. I know, Cherokee, they are so confused. But I guess outside of everything else, it used to be, I guess, I was, it, every day was always something interesting. I would say, besides the education and educating them, my greatest moments in the military really was teaching and sitting down and talking with them, getting to know them, actually going to the field with them, especially when I was on the trail. Yes, the rental center. Oh my God. Oh my God. The rental center. The rental center used to get, oh my God. Them rental centers used to get them so, oh my God. If, why would you even go to a rental center? Why? Who does, why? Yes, them rental centers. I'm sorry. I went over here and got this got this furniture, and they coming to pick up my furniture because I missed a payment. What? How many payments did you miss? Or I missed the about 6 months payments. Really? They coming to get it, sweetheart. They coming to get it. You might well hang it up. They coming to get it. Yeah. Ain't nothing we could do about it. They coming to get it, sweetheart. Yes. They sure is. They sure is. But I used to love sitting down and talking with them, especially when we went to the field during training. And I had to take them out there to training to do field. And we sit out there. Oh my God, we used to have so much fun. I know you might as well do layaway there. You might as well. You might as well. You might as well do layaway. They You might as well just go ahead and turn over your paychecks to them for the next, what, 6 years? 7? 8? At a rental center? Because if you can't pay cash, and then on top of it, I didn't quite understand a rental center. Because if you sat and total up what a rental center charge on a weekly basis for their furniture and stuff, it was actually more than the average regular furniture store. You probably could have bought 2 or 3 rooms for what you was paying on a weekly basis at a rental center. And I didn't quite understand that. And they were really getting over. And that's probably why a lot of the rental centers you see are not up. A lot of them has gone out of business, and a lot of them has converted over to regular furniture stores because they know they was getting over for a very long time. And a lot of them around the military installation is blacklisted. A lot of car lots around the military installation is blacklisted. There's a lot of businesses. If you are one of those businesses that is known for doing soldiers bad, Once you go on a blacklist with with that installation, soldiers cannot frequent you. You cannot solicit soldiers. Uh, it's just not gonna happen. And it's the same thing for department stores. It's the same thing for like there's a Walmart here that is on the blacklist that soldiers cannot go in. Hmm, that's real bad. That is real bad. You have apartment complexes that is on the blacklist that they cannot solicit soldiers. Soldiers cannot stay there. And some of those apartments are really decent apartments. So imagine the business, and they are always the ones that have that big old sign up that's saying 3 and 4 bedroom move-in rate $99, and they rent is usually go for about 700-800. Put love in that. Let me be your no, so disclaimer, my ringtone is through my cell company Verizon, and they I brought purchased it for $2.99. In case somebody want to flag that. So, you know, I know Snowflake. Hey, they lucky I ain't have my country song playing. I forgot who got that country song. One of my friends got the country song. So hopefully she don't call during this call, cause you might hear the country song. Hopefully my husband don't call. You might hear another song. But like I said, disclaimer: I do not own the rights to them songs. Verizon Company. No, that wasn't Mister. That was a solicitor. Uh, yeah, I do not own the rights to that song. Verizon, through their ringtone store, I purchased it for $2.99. So, with that being said, please do not flag this video. Let me stop. You know, cause you have them little haters that might flag it. Yes, you may have them little haters that may flag it. Oh, copyright song. It was a ringtone, but yes, at the end of the day, I try to educate my daughter. One of the daughters was going to go in the military. She decided to pop up and get pregnant. I don't think she wanted to go no way. Yeah, I don't think she wanted to go no way. So it really was nothing we could do. She was grown, so now she would have got pregnant if she was a child. Woo, baby. You too, Crescent. Yeah, you avoid them dolls. You might need to mace them. But yeah, I'm about to get ready to get off of here, and no, I know tomorrow is my anniversary, so I don't know whether I'm going to go live. Probably so. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what my husband got planned for my anniversary. So he won't tell me. He took the rest of the week off tomorrow. So I'm trying to see what we got planned. I was supposed to went live yesterday, but was it yesterday? I think it was the day before yesterday. But I had got tied up doing some things. So, and you know how when you have your have a birthday, or it's your anniversary or something, you know how you have that one child that miraculously just show up. Where we going to eat? Where we going to celebrate? Thank you, Black Snowflake. You know how you have that one child that just miraculously show up? Where y'all going? Oh, it's our anniversary. Oh, yeah, that's right. It is the anniversary. Well, where we going? Yeah, we got that one child that does that all the time. I mean, all the time. And she shows up like clockwork. Birthday, holiday, Mother's Day, birthday, anniversary. She shows up like clockwork. I'm serious. What you doing? Well, we getting ready to go out to eat because today my birthday. Oh, yeah, that's right. Where we going to eat at? Who said you was going? Well, since I am here, I am hungry. Hmm, yeah. You have that one child that does that. I'm starting to think she's a freeloader. But when it's her birthday, let me show up on her birthday and do that. But I'm going to get off of here and start making my way back to this car. But knows I really don't. Well, maybe I should have just put my little fanny pack on. You know, first. I cracked my phone. My husband gonna have a little fit. Maybe that's time for an upgrade. I'm gonna ask him, can I get an upgrade? Ask him, can I get a little upgrade? But yeah, I just wanted to talk about that guy who have a they did the statutory rape. Like he's supposed to. Maybe I could just walk around and take the long way around to my car instead of the short way. But yeah, that guy, he called himself on the run for a whole decade. Then again, maybe they had him in jail and just never charged him. Who knows? But if he was in jail for a whole decade, my thing is, wouldn't that be considered time served? And you just not charging him? I'm just I'm just asking. No. Yes, I decided to take y'all on for a walk. And then I am going to, should I go that way or that way? I don't know. But anyway, it is, sun has gone in. When you have a a heat wave, the you can best believe it's gonna be some rain that follow it. You can best believe that there will be some rain that's gonna follow it. Is this the trash can? Oh, recycle. And this is the police department, y'all. And the trailer. I know. That's crazy. That's crazy. This is a small one. And doing what this, because this week is almost over with, and you will be into the third week. And you should be able to see big, big, big results. I mean, really big results. And the great thing about it is, when you start something, it's going to be real hard to stop it, believe it or not. Yeah, it'll be real hard to stop it. That's what a lot of people don't realize. It's kind of hard to stop it when you start a good habit, a really good habit. So I'm going to take this one. I'm trying to see which one is longer. This one is longer. And this one has. I'm going to end. And remember, don't give up on your fitness, okay? You gotta, when you start feeling like you just can't do it, you gotta keep on pushing and push and push. And even if you don't feel like getting up that morning, it's okay to lay around as long as you get up that day. No one says you have to be on that same time routine every day. As long as you do it that day. Because that's what fit is all about. The frequency, intensity, type, and time. On that note, I'm going to let you go. And y'all have a blessed one. Bye.